Hey guys, all right, so I'm going to do one more problem with you just because this one has triangles in it, and then the rest of the notes are going to be for you to complete on your own, okay? So looking at this one, this still is a prism. The only difference is it's not a rectangular prism, now it's a triangular prism because two of my faces, which are actually my bases, which name the shape, are triangles. So if you see there, that's the front of my triangle, which means the back of it is also going to be the same. So these two are going to be the exact same. So triangular prism, there's no formula for this one, so you just have to find the area of each piece and then add them together. So if I'm looking at my triangle, remember, area of a triangle is A equals 1/2 base times height, or A equals base times height divided by 2, whichever one floats your boat. I prefer the half base times height, so that's what I'm going to work with. So when I'm looking at it, A equals 1/2 base. Well, what is my base of this triangle that I just drew out in green? Well, the base of it is the bottom, which is 12. So 1/2 of 12 times height. How tall is it? 5. So again, ask yourself, what is half of 12? Well, that's 6. Half of 12 is 6 times 5 is the final answer of what? 30. Very good. So the front of my triangle is 30 meters squared, which means the back of my triangle is also 30 meters squared because they're the exact same. My front is always going to be the same as my back in this case, okay? So looking at my bottom then, I'm going to erase this color so that we can see, because it's a little hard to see on this. It can get a little funky. So I'm going to draw the colors and then erase as we go. Okay, so my bottom. When I'm looking at my bottom, it encompasses the front bottom of my triangle, but then over here, the back of my triangle, and then right here. Okay, so what shape is that? Hopefully you know that that's a rectangle from my crappy drawing, but it is a rectangle, so length times width. And what is your length and your width? It's given to you right there. Your length is 12, and your width is 4. Very good, which gives you a final answer of 48. Now my bottom isn't the same as my top because they're not parallel to each other. Because if you look at your top, which is right here, that's going to run into my bottom. So it's not parallel with each other. So they can't be the same, okay? And since I just already did that, let's go ahead and do the top. I know I'm skipping the side, but let's worry about the top. So again, it's a rectangle again. Hopefully you can see that. And your width, which is down here, is 4. And your length, which is the big long piece, is 13. So 13 times 4 is what we're looking at. And that's going to give you a final answer of 52. And last but not least, let's look at our side piece over here, which is, these are my widths and this is my length. So length is easier to see. It's right there. So again, another rectangle. So length times width equals 5 times what? What do you think this width is? Well, that width has to be the same as that width. Rectangular properties tell me that those two widths are the same. So my width is 4. And 5 times 4 is 20. So again, in your handy dandy calculator, you're just going to add all of these up. So 30 plus 30 plus 48 plus 20 plus 52. And that's going to give you, a final answer of 5, 6, 7 plus 4 is 11, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 160. Let me check my math just real quick, because sometimes it's early in the morning and Miss Bishop gets things wrong. Plus 20 plus 52. Wow, did I mess something up again? 30 plus 48 plus 20 plus 52. Yep, I'm off by 2. It's actually 180. So this is why Miss Bishop checks her work all the time. Okay, 180 meters squared. All right, guys, 180 meters squared. So ignore that. That should be an 8. Okie dokie, guys. So go ahead and finish the rest of this page on your own, and then enjoy your spring break. Bye, bye, everyone.